Hello and welcome back. In this video, we are going to take a tour about our BlueHost and the TMDHosting cPanel, depending on whichever hosting you got. Remember, in the previous video, we got our hosting, and I recommended that you get it either with BlueHost or TMDHosting. And once you successfully get your hosting, an email will be sent to you with your login details. So all you just need to do is to click on open the email and click on the login icon. And once you log in, you'll be brought to a home page like this, like what you are looking at. It may not be the same with mine because I have a lot of websites listed on mine, but it will be the same dashboard like this. So here on the home tab, if we want to tweak our site, we'll go to my site. This is where we can actually create a website and have WordPress installed on our site. So I'm going to walk you through on how to actually do that. But before then, I will need to go to this domains tab here and show you how to add additional domains to your hosting account. As you can see, I have only one hosting account, but hosting different domain names that are listed here. So all you just need to do if you want to add a hosting account is add a domain name to this hosting account is to come to domains. Once you click on domains, you click on assign domain. So before you can actually assign a domain here, that means you've bought your domain name from a different domain name provider like Namecheap or domain.com, which is the platform I use to purchase additional domains. So all I just need to do now is I've gotten a domain name already, and this is a summary of the domain. So in order for this to add this domain name now to BlueHost account, I use a domain name that is not already associated with BlueHost. So I come here to add that new domain name here. First, all I need to do is to come and point the name saver here to that of BlueHost. And to do that is to come to the domain name, this DNS and name savers, and click on it. And it will bring me here. As you can see, this is pointing to BlueHost already. This is BlueHost domain name saver address. So this is the first one, this is the second one. So all you just need to do once you change this here, and in order to do that is just to click on add new, and then you insert the one provided by BlueHost here and click on OK. And once you've done that, once it is inserted here, you go ahead and delete the remaining. That is, if there is any other one that is not here, you go ahead and click and remove. But this is for BlueHost. So once you've done that, you can now copy the domain name which you bought from domains.com or Namecheap or wherever you've gotten your domain from, and come back here and add it up here. And BlueHost will automatically detect that this domain name has the name saver has been changed to BlueHost, and that will be assigned. So you're adding it up as add-on domain, not a packed domain or unassigned domain. So you're adding it up as add-on domain, so it will be an addition to the hosting you have. You leave this box checked, or if it is not checked already, you go ahead and check it, and you create a new directory, leave it as public, and it will automatically create a new directory here. And then you go ahead and assign this domain. Once you click on assign the domain name will automatically be added into your website. And once you've added it, you can now install WordPress on it. So to install WordPress from your cPanel, all you just need to do is to go to my site. From BlueHost cPanel, you go to my site, and then I'll walk you step by step on how to actually get WordPress installed using BlueHost. So once you come up to my site here, the next thing to do is to create a site, and then this is where you are going to put the title of the site. So once you are brought to the next screen, you are going to add your site title here and the tagline of your website, a brief description about your website, and you need to click this advanced setting here, and this is where you want to add the email you want associated with this website, and the username you want for this website, and the password. So you go ahead, add an email you want associated with this website, the username in order to be able to sign into your WordPress account, and then the admin password that you use to access your account. Once you input in all of these details, you click on next, and here is where you are going to choose the domain name where you want WordPress installed in. So in your own case, it may be one domain name, or if you have different option, if you have added a domain name as I showed you earlier, you can go ahead and select the domain name. And for the directory here, you leave it as empty. You can go ahead and check all of these plugins that BlueHost is recommended for you. BlueHost recommended for you. If you want them, you can go ahead and check them. And on the next screen, all you just need to do is to click on next, and BlueHost will automatically install WordPress on your website. I've already installed WordPress here, so I wouldn't want to repeat that so that it will not override what I've done already. So you go ahead and click on next, and you just hold on. Once WordPress has been installed, you can have access to the password you created and the username, and you'll be asked to log in. On TMDHosting, it is not same as that of BlueHost. So once you log into your account, this is your account, all you just need to do is to log into the Cpanel now. So I just clicked on the Cpanel. The free domain name you got will be listed here where you say Cpanel quick login. You just click on it in order for us to be able to log into the Cpanel. So you click on this and it will take us to our Cpanel. So here is how the Cpanel of TMDHosting looks like. And if you want to add a domain name on this, you just like I showed you earlier with BlueHost, all you just need to do is to scroll down here, and where you say add-on domains, that is where you are going to click. And in this case, you will have to change the name saver to be pointing to TMDHosting name saver. So once you change it, you can go ahead and add on the domain here. But in this case, we are not going to add any domain, so I just want to show you how to install WordPress using TMDHosting. So once we scroll down with TMDHosting, we are going to install WordPress with the apps installer set that we have here. So here is WordPress listed here. All you just need to do is to click on it, and it will take us to the next step here where we can actually install WordPress. You can see that it looks different from how BlueHost install WordPress for you. So we can come here now and tweak on what we want to actually do. So all we need to do now here is to, once you come in here, is to install now. You click on install now, and once you install now, you choose the version of the WordPress you want to install. I would prefer you always leave it with the latest version. This is the latest version of WordPress as of the time of making this video. So I prefer you use it as default as https / then the domain name here. If you have other domain names, you can go ahead and choose the domain name you want to add up here, and leave the directory as empty, as I said earlier. So you leave this directory empty and don't put anything there. And then here is where you add your site title and then the description of your website. If you want to enable this plugin, you can go ahead and check this box so that once you install WordPress, the plugin will automatically be installed. So here is where you add your username. Don't leave it as an admin for security purposes so that you will not be prone to attacks and hacks. So you put in your username here and put in a very strong password, and I would recommend that you just generate password here. So automatically, randomly, WordPress generates a password for you, and then you add your email here. You're going to input your email here. The language, leave it as English, except you want to install WordPress in a different language, you go ahead and do that. And that is just it for now. And then you can go ahead and select any of this theme if you wish to install a theme, and at the end of the day, you go ahead and click on install, and WordPress will automatically be installed on your website. If you want a notification, you can add an email here that a notification will be sent once WordPress is installed. So that is how you install WordPress with TMDHosting and for BlueHost. So basically, that is how you do all of these things. And in the next video, I'll be showing us how you can actually tweak, create a professional email for your website using your Cpanel.